Get your money, don't care who judge. Stay out the way, surround yourself with nothing but love. Stay out the way, if you a gangster, killer or thug. Stay out the way, put your faith in the man above. Stay out the way, chill with your family, siblings and blood. Stay out the way, kick it with your girl, forget hit in the club. Stay out the way, mind on your money, ain't no switching it up. Stay out the way, stand out the way, what you thought that it was. Stay out the way. If you stuck down on your luck, not feeling righteous, did a petty crime, just looking for some excitement. Now your name on affidavits and court indictments, get paid for a lot, but your freedom is priceless. You did the crime, you do the time, don't let it surprise you. Real stories from the heart, just to open your eyes up.
Yeah, y'all, let's get like, share, subscribe, y'all, let's get it. Let's go. Man, that jump was crazy, man. The dude, man, listen. He flung Michael. Man, he flung Michael. Look, his back was to like almost the handicap cell, the dude that Michael ran at. Man, when he grabbed Michael, man, he did like this. And Michael went that way. This word, Michael landed over by the handicap. Boom, hit his shoulder. Boom, 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 boom. He was like, he stayed on the ground. He was like, this word, Charles ran over there. Charles was like, get up, man. It ain't over with. Get up. Get up, man. Get up. This word, Michael was like, can't, man. My arm hurts. He was like, oh, he done, man. He done, man. Dude was like, man, that was easy, man. That was easy. The pod going crazy. Everybody laughing. I'm like, what kind of madness is this, man? Like, I'm not used to no type of madness like this, y'all. I ain't gonna lie to y'all, man. But this is the stuff you see in penitentiary, man. You liable to see anything, man. This man was all the way treating this man like a slave. He was even making the man fight. As my roommate was telling me this, man, he got into a wrestling match. I was like, man, that's crazy. I looked at my roommate was like, bro, listen, he make him box too, bro. And he was like, he can't box worth of nothing. I'm like, man, I said, man, that's crazy. I said, bro, before he showed me the video, I said, I asked him what was good with his roommate. He was like, man, he do as he told. Like, basically, like, man, he got the man, like, you know what I mean? I was like, yo, that's crazy right there, man. I was like, I couldn't believe this. I was like, yo, I'm telling y'all, man, like, you wouldn't believe the things you see in penitentiary. Like, this was really, like, wow to witness, man. Like, I'm looking at this, but it don't feel real because I'm thinking no man is going to be this weak and allow somebody to do them like this, man. I couldn't believe it, man. Charles helped him up, though. Charles, get up. One arm, like, man, come on, man. He got up. He was like, man, you all right, man. He grabbed his head. He was like, you good, man. You all right? You sure? Michael was like, all right, man, go upstairs, man. We'll take a nap, man. We'll take a nap. Michael was like, hey, CO! CO Papa Joe, man, went in the cell and took a nap. I was like, oh. I said, yo, this is out of control, man. Charles down there, Joe, like, yeah, man. Yeah, like, he gonna, no. Yeah, he gonna do this, he gonna do this, he gonna do that. Yeah, he gonna make him, like, he really bitten off this dude. Like, this is, like, overly bitten, though. Like, this isn't, like, this is something that, you know, like it might can go bad in the worst way. But you have so many people that are just wicked like this dude Charles. Like, I couldn't be that wicked. I'm gonna be honest with y'all, man. I did a lot of wicked things, but I don't want to have a human slave. I don't want to have to go through that. I don't want to have somebody around me like that. Like, yo, do as I know. I don't need nobody like that. Like, I'm gonna be honest with y'all. That's not my style. And I felt like a lot of people in the pod, they was dealing with it because it was entertainment. But a lot of people was just on some minding their business. You know what I mean? They was minding their business because they was looking at it like if Michael was dumb enough to let this man do this to him, man, like it must be done. It has to be done then. Like, this stuff has to be done, man. So the dude Michael stayed in the cell a little bit. You know what I mean? So I didn't even see him the rest of the day. I guess because that day he gave him the rest of the day off, you didn't even see him no more, man. So everybody was out in the pod chilling. You know what I mean? Now it's like a little bit in the evening time. Everybody was out there chilling. I'm sitting on the table. You know what I mean? I was watching them play poker a little bit. Then I walked to the front. And I just was looking at the TV. I forgot what they had it on. I think they was looking at the news. So we were looking at the news because this was the afternoon time. This is like evening time. So everybody was out there, everybody chilling. So out of nowhere, you just see Michael running down the stairs. Like, you know what I mean? I don't know why he ran down the stairs, but he come running down the stairs. So he ran down the stairs, he hit the cut, he came around and went back kind of over there like where they was wrestling at. So he went over there, he was talking to somebody, you know what I mean? I don't know what he was talking about because my back is turned. So I had seen when he came down the steps, so he stayed back there a little bit. And dude Charles came down the steps, he came down the steps like this. Michael come out the little cell that was by the handicap. He was like, yes. Man, get over here, man. He walked up. He was like, man, didn't I tell you, man? Go find us some receipt paper, man. Where you gotta go in all these? Where you going? I told you to go with this cell right here. What you doing over there? He was like, I'm saying. He said he had some receipt paper too, so I was just trying to get enough for you to run out. He's like, man, do I tell you to think, man? I tell you don't do the thinking, man. I do the thinking, man. Right? Michael was like, he said, man, give me 3 suicides, man, for not listening to me, man. I'm like, hold on, man. No, sir. He's not finna do no freaking suicides, man. He was like, man, give me 3 suicides, man. Come on, man. This word, Michael was like, he backed up. He got all the way back by the handicap. He was like, I'm looking, I'm like, man, he got this man acting like he in basketball practice, y'all, so boom. I couldn't believe this, y'all. I put my hand on my head. I was like, he run past me. I'm like, everybody like, hey, everybody weep. I'm like, this junk crazy. I see one dude come out his cell phone out the bottom 10 cell. He like this. He recording the man. I'm like, oh. I'm like, this is out of control right here, man. This is out of control right here. He do 5 suicides. Charles was like, all right. He was like, you got the receipt paper? He was like, yeah. He was like, give it to me. He was like, here. He put his hand on his legs. He was like, Charles was like, man, stand up, man. Stand up. He was like, breathe through your nose. He was like, put your hands on your head. He said, now catch your breath, man. Catch your breath. Catch your breath. He caught his breath. He was like, go back in the cell, man. This word, Michael went back in the cell. I'm like, man, y'all think I'm what? I promise y'all, man. This dude was beyond a flunky, man. So boom. This was beyond being a flunky. This was different. This was some different activity. This was some maniac, real activity right here. I'm telling y'all, man, like this was different right here. So I ain't even gonna lie. They must be this was different right here, man. So a little bit later, man, they must have got mad at Michael for something. I don't know what it is, but he got mad at him. So when the doors had popped, we came back out. We all out in the pod. This is like kind of like the later wreck, the wreck that this gonna be the last one before we lock down for the rest of the night. So it be people out there, but it don't be so many people. A lot of people be just chilling in the room, but it was people out there. But when I looked out my door, I see everybody standing by the steps. I look, I'm like, when I look, man, this man got the dude Michael running down the steps, up the steps, running down the steps, up the steps. He like this. And I'm just watching him like, the dude Charles standing at the top of the steps like this. Come on. 5 more, come on. I'm like, what is he working them out? I don't know what this was about, man. Again, I looked at Charles. He was like, come on. I was like, I promise you he's not shake, rattle, and rolling, Weezy. I'm like, well, what is going on then, y'all? So boom. He got this man running up and down the steps. That's a major workout, man. I promise you, he was like on number 5. Everybody looked up. Nobody even knew that the sergeant was in the booth the whole time. It's the nighttime sergeant. He like this. He watching the whole thing. He see the dude Charles like, come on. He watching the whole thing. The lady that worked the booth, she must be know the play because she was probably saying like, yo, like this junk crazy right here, man. Like this junk wild. Like, you know what I mean? Like, yo, he be making them do anything. Like, I don't know how. But that's his roommate, so I guess the lady giving the sergeant the play, because you can see the lady talking to the sergeant as the sergeant just locked in. So somebody finally was like, yo, the sergeant up there, man. And like he watching. Dude Charles was like, man, I don't care. We ain't doing that but working out. I don't care about that, man. I don't care about that. So the sergeant dude get up. Sergeant dude come to the jump when he come out, because they got to come out from the outside. They ain't coming through the building. Then he was sitting in the hallway. Dude like, sergeant about to come in here. Sergeant about to come in this joint. Door open up. Sergeant walked in. Did like this, put his hand on his hips and start looking. Dude got down. Michael like, he's still running up the steps. Everybody was like, I ain't got nothing to do with that. Dude started scattering. Sergeant like, looked like he had enough. He walked over there. He was like, stop. He stopped Michael. Michael was like, dripping sweat. He was like, what you got going on, man? Why you working out this late? Is he forcing you to do this? Michael was like, that was $1 million question right there. And the way he had to answer this question was going to determine a lot to see how this sergeant was going to carry it, man. The sergeant was like, is he making you do this? Michael said, He owes me, man. He was like, what? He was like, he owns me. He was like, man, what do you mean he own you? He can't own you. He said the state own you. He don't own you. He was like, Charles was like, man, get down here, man. Get down here. Charles was like, for what? He was like, man, because I said so. Get down here. Charles came down the steps. He was like, man, what y'all got going on, man? What is your girlfriend or something? Charles was like, what? Girlfriend? Do I look like I shake where he said something else? He said, do it look like I shake Rowland and roll? I don't shake Rowland and roll. Sergeant was like, so what's this he talking about? You own him. You like, man, look, man, long story. Long story. So he said, you telling me you own him? This is what you saying, you own this man. That's what you saying. Charles was like, I felt like Charles was too cocky, man. I felt like he was a little too cocky for this whole situation. Like, I just would have faded to black. Like, I don't got nothing to do with him working out. That's what I would have done, man. But it was like, he was arguing to the sergeant. Like, I didn't get it. Like, bro, what are you doing? He was like, man, look, man, it's a long story. I don't feel like explaining it to no cops. He was like, what's up? We ain't shake, rattling, and rolling, and we ain't bothering nobody working out. So what's the problem? Sergeant was like, what's the problem? What's the problem is, he was like, I'm through talking to you. He was like, look, man, you scared, man? Are you scared? Everybody in the pod is looking to see what Michael gonna say. Like, look, you scared? If you scared, let me know now, man. I can remove you out this pod, man. Yeah. We can go talk in private, man. You scared? Do he scare you? Michael was like, Michael shook his head. He was like, nah, you lying. You lying. This word. Charles was like, man, look, leave him alone, man. What's your problem, man? It's like you trying to find a problem. Sergeant Dude was like, man, who you talking to? He was like, I'm talking to you. He was like, all right. Sergeant Dude left. Sergeant Dude left out the jump. This is my word. When he left out the jump, I see Charles go tell Michael, hey, go get in the shower, man. You know what I mean? I'm like, I wanted to scan him again, y'all, so boom. But I didn't though, man. He just tell this man really what to do. Michael go get his stuff, go hop in the shower. You know what I mean? 15 minutes later, like, yo, the police about to come back in here. Police about to come back in, the door open up again. It's the sergeant, it's the white shirt, and there's two other CEOs. They come in the joint. He was like, where you at? He looked at Charles. He was like, where you selling at? Where you selling at? Charles was like, psst, well, look like I'm his keeper. He was like, man, look, see, this is what I'm saying. White shirt was like, yo, come here. You come here, man. Come here, man. So he caught Charles over there. Charles went over there and talked to him. So Charles talking to him, you know what I mean? He was like, where you selling at? Michael was like, I'm right here, man. He stuck his head out the shower. He was like, I'm right here. He was like, man, hurry up and get out that shower, man. Hurry up and get out that shower. So they took him, he got out the shower, he dried off, got out the shower. Next thing you know, as soon as he got out the shower, the white shirts took him and Charles out the pod. So everybody was like, yo, so we can't go out to see where they're going because they hit the corner. Now they could have went into they got the counselor office all the way at the end of the hallway. So everybody was like, they must have went into the counselor office. So everybody just trying to figure out what's going on. Like that John crazy took Charles and Michael back there. You know what I mean? So he took Charles and Michael to the office. So we don't know if they took them to the office. Dudes was like, yo, I'm looking out the window. I ain't see nobody walk. So they go into medical or nothing. So nobody knows what's going on. Nobody knows what's happening. So next thing you know, Michael come back to the slider. The jaw open up. The jaw open back up. Seen Michael come back in the jaw. Michael walked back in. Michael was like, he ran up the steps. He said, hey, CO. CO opened his door. He went in his cell. So everybody was like, where Charles at? You know what I mean? So ain't nobody like, yo, he probably still talking to the sergeants and them. Somebody was like, yo, look out the window. Yo, look out the window. Everybody went and looked out the window. This is my word. I went and looked out my homeboy window, seen Charles walking through the hole like this. Charles was like, people that locked Charles up, y'all. So boom. So basically, man, Mike was free, right? I was like, yo, man, like you talking about some luck, man. Like this is some great luck, man. The police saved you. The police saved you. I don't know if he snitched. I don't know what he did when he went out in that office. I don't know. But all I know is the police saved this man. The police saved him. Yo, I was like, yo, that y'all crazy. Next thing you know, lock down. Police come in the jump. It's locked down anyway. They come back in the jump. They go straight to Michael and Charles cell. They go out there jump, man. You started seeing Charles. You started seeing Michael just packing his roommate stuff. Just packing his stuff up. You know what I mean? Just packing his stuff up. I'm like, man. I looked at my roommate. I was like, bro, talk about saved by the bell. I said, man, that man got saved by the sergeant, bro. He was like, man, all these months, man, all these COs that witnessed all these crazy shenanigans he been making that man Michael do, man. He said nobody never said nothing, man. He said nobody never said nothing, man. He was like, man, that sergeant dude, he don't even work this building. He work 80 building. So he never even heard about it. He was like, man, for real, I respect him, man, for saving dude, man. For saving Michael, man. I respect him, man. I respect him. I was like, yo, that's crazy, man. So you started seeing Michael just take all his stuff downstairs. Took Charles' stuff downstairs, started taking all his stuff downstairs. Everything, you know what I mean? So I'm like, that junk crazy. So we was done for the rest of the night. So when we come back out that morning, the dude Michael had got up, you know what I mean? Like, I never really seen him move like this. It was like he was moving kind of regular a little bit. Like he was moving kind of like, you know what I mean? Like, you know, like he had his life back. That's what it felt like to me, man. It was feeling like he had his life back, man. It was feeling like he had his life back, man. But the thing that he wasn't going to have now that Charles is gone, he wasn't going to have any food. He wasn't going to have any TV. He wasn't going to have nothing because he had nothing. The man had nothing, nada, zilch. He had nothing, man. I promise you, man. So like, he definitely trying to beat the dudes. He definitely trying to do that. So when we come back, it was a dude in there. You know what I mean? It was a dude. It was another dude in there. You know what I mean? Now this dude, I never even knew that he was a shake, rattle, and roller. I didn't know he was a shake, rattle, and roller, man. All I know is that everybody knows that now Michael was alone. So if anybody has speculations that him and the dude Charles was shake, rattle, and roller, man, like now they about to really see because they gonna shoot they shot at the dude Michael. So when we go to Child, I seen him eat with the dude. You know what I mean? When we come back from Child, I seen him sitting at the table talking to dude. So when I went back upstairs, my roommate was like, yo, why you talking to dude down there? I'm like, who? He's like, the dude right there. He was like, man, dude was in 70 building, man. Dude was super fruity, man. He was like, man, I mean, he messed with the boys, you know what I mean? Like, he was like, he just want no boys in here. He was like, he wanted to shake, rattle, and rollers. I'm like, for real, man? As he said that, I was like, he definitely shake, rattle, and roll, Weezy. I was like, so my scanner still work, man. I was like, oh yeah, he shake, rattle, and roll, all right. He one of the top 5 shake, rattle, and rollers on this side prop. He was like, man, look, he had a boyfriend over in 70 building. He was like, they went to the hole and got split up. That's how he came over here. His boy got shipped. You know what I mean? So I'm like, man, that's crazy. I said, so now he talking to Michael. But I'm looking at Michael because I hope Michael ain't dumb enough to fall for the banana in the tailpipe. Pause. Like, I hope he don't. You know what I mean? Because this is serious business right now, man. Yeah, Charles is gone, but Charles never violated you. You know what I mean? Charles, yeah, he violated you without freaking violating you, but like still, which one would you rather have? You'd rather be a flunky or a boy? So I'm just hoping he doesn't fall into the trap of this shake, rattle, and roller right here, man. So the dude talking to him, we're gonna call this dude B. So the dude B talking to him, man. The dude B, he was kind of like a fat dude a little bit, kind of like he had a gut. He was one of them dudes with no chest, but a gut, had a big stomach. He was about a little taller than me, you know what I mean? Brown skinned dude, had no facial hair game. If you ask me, he looked like a fake Glenn Big Baby Davis, goddamn it. That's what that nigga look like a fake Big Baby, man. That's word, man. So he in the block, now he talking to Michael, you know what I mean? So he kicking it with Michael the whole day. You know what I mean? So I looked up, I seen Michael coming from his cell. Michael leave from his cell, got 5 suits in a mouth. You know what I mean? You can see it in his hand. He walking back upstairs like this. He got 5 suits in a mouth. So everybody's penning, you know what I mean? He can't do nothing about it because it's penitentiary. He gonna fall for the trap. That's on him. We get up for breakfast the next morning, man. You looked up, you seen them go to Child together. So they went to go eat together, you know what I mean? Everything was good. Man, when they come back from eating, man, like I say, we supposed to lock down. We supposed to lock down for like another 30, 40 minutes, then they let us right back out. So everybody had locked down. So my roommate stayed out because sometimes he would work. My roommate was the one that would get the chemicals, but he would come out and work sometimes. So my roommate that came back out that morning. So the lights be out. It'd be a few dudes that jam their door up and might come back out and they ain't got no TV or nothing, be out in the pod. Some dudes be 229 and like, so it'd be a lot going on when they tell us to lock down. But you supposed to lock down. My roommate come back in the room, man. I promise you, when he walked back in the room, he was like, bro, you ain't gonna believe this. I was like, what? I promise you, man, the dude, Michael, he in the cell right now with the dude, man, B. I was like, he in the cell with him. He was like, bro, he in the cell with him with the cut up. I was like, with the cut up? He was like, yeah. He was like, man, for real, the CEO about to knock them off. He was like, because the dude B told his roommate he had to use the bathroom. He was like, look what his roommate at. So I went and looked out the door. I looked. His roommate was sitting at the table, like with the TV that looking mad, twisting his little throat, looking like, man, the Sally just kicked me out the shake, round and roll, man. He was like, man, this my word. CEO come in the joint. This was a cool lady though. This was a super cool lady. So this was say today. Man, the CEO came in the joint, did a round. His roommate so petty, like the roommate could have told him like, yo, the CEO about to come around. His roommate didn't say nothing, just on the strength that they got the cut up and she probably was just gonna walk by. Man, I promise you, man, the lady started doing her round. She was like, dude cell was like one of the first 4 or 5 on the bottom tier. He walked by, she was like, take this cut down. Take the cut down right now. If I can see you in there. His roommate was like, yo, he in there using the bathroom. That's why she was like, take the cut down. She was like, you ain't gonna take the cut down? She was like, Jimmy, take that. I need you to open the door. And John said, psh. The jump popped. As soon as the jump popped, the cut failed. When the cut failed, she was like, what the hell was y'all doing in there? What the fuck? Get out of this goddamn cell. You don't belong in this damn cell. Michael come out the cell like this. She was like, she looked at the nigga, the older nigga. She was like, and she looked at Michael. She was like, get your ass up there to your cell right now if I write your ass up. Michael was like,
Get your money, don't care who judge. Stay out the way, surround yourself with nothing but love. Stay out the way if you a gangster, killer or thug. Stay out the way, put your faith in the man above. Stay out the way, chill with your family, siblings and blood. Stay out the way, kick it with your girl, forget hit in the club. Stay out the way, mind on your money, ain't no switching it up. Stay out the way, stand out the way, what you thought that it was. Stay out the way. If you stuck down on your luck, not feeling righteous, did a petty crime, just looking for some excitement. Now your name on affidavits and court indictments, get paid for a lot, but your freedom is priceless. You did the crime, you do the time, don't let it surprise you. Real stories from the heart, just to open your eyes.